Welcome to IFCout Cloud tutorial. IFCout Cloud is an add-on to all AutoCAD verticals including advanced steel to export drawings to IFC files. It exports plant components, structural members and native AutoCAD entities to IFC files. IFCout Cloud uses IFCout Desktop Generation Engine and allows you to run the export outside of AutoCAD in a batch. The drawings to export can be on your local machine or on Autodesk Drive or Docs on the cloud. The generated IFC files can also be exported to your local machine or to the cloud. It also allows you to set up task schedules at certain times to run the export automatically and repeatedly. IFCout Cloud currently supports AutoCAD 2025 down to 2021. After downloading the installer, follow the default instructions by clicking Next. When you run the application for the first time, you will be asked to enter the credentials you received from the vendor. You will also be asked to specify the initial working folder. The working folder contains all files necessary to run the export correctly. It can be on your local machine or on the cloud. You can specify working folders by also using the Browse button as shown. A working folder contains configuration files, task schedule files, and log files. You can set one working folder for several export jobs, or assign different working folders for different jobs. The next step is to define a new configuration file. A configuration file contains information about which drawing files to export, which component properties to export along the graphics, and many other options. First, specify which AutoCAD program source to use. There are three sources: AutoCAD Plant 3D, Advanced Steel, Plain AutoCAD, and the rest of AutoCAD verticals. The third source only allows the export of native AutoCAD entities, including any user-defined X data. You can specify these options before you create the new configuration file, or you can use the Apply button to update an existing configuration file. You can specify the units multiplier. The number you specify is used as a multiplier of the exported drawing units to millimeter. For example, if the drawing units is inches, you need to type in 25.4. Check Show Color if you wish to include original entity color. Check Include AutoCAD Entities option if you wish to also include all native AutoCAD entities such as lines, arcs, and circles. This option is only available for Plant 3D and Advanced Steel. Check Use Solid Meshing if you wish to export the geometry as 3D surface meshing. Check Combine All into one IFC file if you wish to combine all drawings specified in this configuration file into one combined IFC file, as opposed to one IFC file for each drawing file. You can specify the IFC format to using this drop-down. If you make any changes in any of the settings after you have created a configuration file, you must click the Apply button to save these changes to the selected configuration file. The AutoCAD Core Engine is the actual program that runs AutoCAD from the outside. By default, it is the latest AutoCAD version installed on your computer. You can change it to an earlier version using the Change button. However, the IFCout version must also match the AutoCAD version you have just changed to. First, check which AutoCAD program source to use. Click the New Configuration button. There will be a default name for this new configuration. You can change it to any name you like. Now a blank configuration file is created in the working folder. Next, you need to specify the drawings you wish to export. You can do that by clicking the Drawing List button. Click Browse to select Drawings button to add drawing files to the selected configuration file. You can navigate to any location and pick drawings from any folder on your local machine or on the cloud. In other words, drawings of one configuration file can be mingled together from different locations. Click the Add button to add only selected drawings in the existing drawings list to Drawings to Export list. Click Add All button to add all drawings in the existing drawings list to Drawings to Export list. If you check Export All Drawings in Folder, all drawings in every folder you added drawings from will be exported. This feature allows you not to having to modify the selected configuration file every time you need to add or delete one or more drawings. All you have to do is to copy all drawings you want to export into these folders. Click the Remove button to remove selected drawings from the Drawings to Export list. Select the Remove All button to remove all drawings from the Drawings to Export list. To specify where the exported IFC file are to be located, click the Browse button to navigate to where you wish to place the exported IFC files. To specify where the log files are located, use the Browse button. Both folders can be located anywhere on your local machine or on the cloud. Finally, you must click Save and Close button to save these settings to the configuration file. As you can see, there are 3 drawings added to the selected configuration file. To add properties and data to the exported IFC files, click the Properties button. Depending on the program source you selected, a different dialog box appears. For Plant 3D, this dialog box shows default and most commonly used component properties. You can check any property you want, or you can simply use the Check All to include all the default properties. If you do not see one or more data or properties in the list, use Additional Property or X data to add more. Type in the property name, then click the Add button to add it. Click the Modify button to edit the property name, and click the Delete button to delete it. The saved additional properties list displays all additional properties for the current configuration file. Note that any additional property you added must match an existing component property in order to be exported. Finally, you must click the Save and Close button to save these properties. As you can see, there are 132 properties added to the selected configuration file. By now, you can run this configuration file every time you wish. Optionally, you can create a job schedule for it so that it will run automatically and repeatedly as you wish. To do that, click the Schedule button. This dialog box appears. It shows you the generated unique schedule name and the name of the selected configuration file to add the job schedule to. You can optionally add a description for this new schedule. To specify how often this schedule runs, you have 3 options: every hour, day, or week. Specify how many hours, days, or weeks between each run. Next, specify when to start this task by specifying the date and time. You must click Register Scheduled Job button to register it in your Windows Task Scheduler. Once it is registered, you can come back and either disable, enable, or remove it. Click the Log Files button to view the log files associated with previous runs on configuration files. Click the Browse button to navigate to where the log files are placed. A list of all available log files are displayed. Select any log file to view its contents. Check Show Details to view to the detailed log file. Click the Delete Log Files to delete selected files in the list. The Show Tooltips allows you to enable and disable tooltips on the main window. Click the Languages button to specify and manage your localized language. The default language is English. Click Select Language button to apply the language you selected from the drop-down list. You can also modify the defaulted translated contents using the Update Local Language button. Now let's run the selected configuration file. Thanks for watching.